This is the Salisbury Monthly Quaker Meeting Women's Minutes.
From 1845 to 1882. I'm wondering who she is at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so Salisbury Monthly Meeting, 5th day of first month of 1848. So what age would Sarah have been?
Well, actually, we know that Eleanor was married in 1791.
Okay. So if this is 1848, Sarah couldn't have been older than 57.
Right.
A joint committee of men and women friends, and friends means Quakers,
Exactly.
were appointed to confer, encouraging the members of our society to be faithful against the sin of slavery. To which service the following friends were appointed: Sarah Pownall. That's wonderful. So she has been appointed to a committee that is rallying to inspire a more impassioned approach to ending slavery.
That's exactly what she's doing.
For a person to be an abolitionist in this time, was that a common thing?
Not at all. In fact, for Sarah to participate in this committee meant that she was willing to be an outspoken opponent of slavery in a time when being an outspoken opponent of slavery was very dangerous.
Really?
Yes. As you know, 1848 is about 13 years before the beginning of the Civil War.
Right.
The North had already freed slaves,
Right.
by this time. But that didn't mean that Northerners, by and large, were abolitionists. They really weren't. So it condemned these people as fanatics and zealots.
Wow.
Abolitionists who spoke out in mainstream Northern society were often mobbed. They were kicked out of their own churches. It was a very, very brave and courageous thing for her to do.
It's really inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, what would Sarah and the other members of this committee have done to help fight slavery?
We have one more document for you to look at. It is related to this committee.
Okay. Oh, Salisbury Monthly Meeting, 1848. Okay, so this is a little sort of pamphlet. Dear friends, we feel constrained to invite you to join us in the inquiry against slavery, seeing that the evil has been steadily increasing. Our moral vision has been measurably obscured. We have been content to live upon the labors of others, forgetting that it is the sweat of our face that we are to eat bread. So meaning we need to do work ourselves. We shouldn't have slaves to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. And whether we are not striking hands with the oppressor when we lend our support to a government that sanctions and perpetuates his wrongs. So basically they're saying that they don't want to support a government that is turning a blind eye to people who are using slave labor and owning slaves.
It's a real condemnation of a government that accepts slavery.
That's a really strong statement. Wow.
Slavery was an incredibly powerful institution, so what they're talking about is really serious.
The fact that these people stood up and said, this is not okay, we have been desensitized to how terrible this thing is. It's incredible and horrible to think that it was accepted amongst so many people.
And it was.
I mean, and the bravery of these people is pretty amazing.
Yes.
Sorry, it's really...
I know.
This letter is so beautiful. Okay. We believe a responsibility, therefore, rests on us to enter into an individual examination how far we are guilty concerning our brother, in that we see the anguish of his soul and will not hear him. And that's saying we can't let these people be enslaved. They're our brothers.
Exactly.
Okay. And then it is signed, Sarah Pownall. There's my relative, one of 12 people on this letter.
Exactly.
It's so exciting.
I think it's 6 men and 6 women, so another testimony to their commitment to equality.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What an impassioned letter.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's truly moving. I feel honored to be related to one of these people.
They were very brave.
Supporting my mother's theory that I come from a long line of strong women, but it's an even longer line than
Absolutely. This is one
realized.
strong woman.
Yesterday, all I had was a family tree, but now I have an identity for this woman. I can't wait to find out more. She's so exciting and interesting.
She is. Well, we're actually going to send you to the Lancaster Historical Society.
Oh, great.
Right, which is the location where Sarah lived in Lancaster County. And this is a location that is really kind of a hotbed of abolitionism.
Okay. Thank you so much for showing this to me.
Oh, you are so welcome.
It's so exciting. It was really interesting today to look at some of the records from the anti-slavery committee that my ancestor, Sarah, was a part of, because to have been a woman and stand up for what she believed in at that time, it's really moving. It does make me feel closer to my granny because she was a person that devoted herself in a way that I think was really admirable. I like seeing that spirit come up generation after generation. Sarah was very passionate, and so I'm just curious to see what other things she did to fight against slavery. And I'm hoping to see a picture of Sarah